Well, hi everyone. Welcome to the New England Racing Show, Channel 23 in Manchester, New Hampshire, and also on YouTube. Like us on Facebook. You'll get the show on your Facebook page every week. Well, this past weekend, we went up to Augusta, Maine. Steve Perry had his annual show up there, the Northeast Motorsports Expo, and he was great enough to invite us up there. We spent all day Saturday up there. Took a tour of pretty much everything, all the displays. They had a lot of the main racetracks mainly was on display. Beach Ridge. I didn't see Oxford, but Speedway 95, Wiscasset, and a lot of them were up there. They also had a pit stop challenge where they had crews from different tracks and different cars, I guess, working on changing tires and stuff, and they see who could do it the fastest. That was pretty entertaining, watching people try to put on wheels on a wide 5 pattern rather than the 5 lugs like NASCAR has. So we had our own midget up there, the display on the Wicked Cool Midgets, and Steve was good enough to have us on there. So here we go, starting from one end to the other.
A minute on your car.
No problem.
Okay, you're the owner, driver?
I'm the driver.
You're the driver. And this is what kind of car?
It's a super late model.
A super late model?
Yes.
Where do you race at?
Beach Ridge, and then I do some pass races, and we'll be racing at Thompson this spring. One race.
And what's the engine? Is this a crate engine in here?
Yes, this is just a crate motor.
A 604, is it?
Yes.
Does it have a cam?
It does not have a cam change.
No. Why not?
We'd rather save the weight than have the power, just for racing at Beach Ridge primarily. It's not we have a different car that we're going to bring to Thompson, and that has a cam change in it. But this one at Beach Ridge, we don't really need a whole lot of power, and we'd rather just have the handling and save the weight, because you get a weight break when you don't have a built motor.
What's the weight break?
It's like, I'm pretty sure it's 50 pounds for cam change, non-cam change.
And 50 pounds makes that much of a difference?
50 pounds is a pretty big difference in all these things.
Okay. Cool. And what's your first name?
Reed, R-E-I-D.
Lanfer?
Lanfer, L-A-N-P-H-E-R.
Okay, well, good luck at Beach Ridge this year.
Thank you. It was nice talking to you.
You too.
Beautiful car he has here.
It adds up. So, and then they did their part, and other people came up, and they raised $1,000.
It's interesting to know that
Like under 24
the 50-pound weight break is that significant with a car that weighs like 2,800 pounds, I
They
believe.
raised enough money in 22 minutes to put brand new rubber on that thing for opening day.
Yeah, they did, and it's funny.
They had some nice
I
old
get to
cars
go out
here.
once a month, and I'm having a guest thing. I'm going to teach one of the classes each month. So, I mean, I don't know what we're going to learn, but they're going to learn life from Steve Perry.
Main
Okay,
boards.
none of the arithmetic and mathematics and all that. They're going to
I like the springs on the hood, the trunk
You
hinges.
guys have good guidance
That's
counselors?
old school.
Yes. All right, guys. No, you guys did a knockout job. Let's give them a big round of applause. And again, thank you everybody who sponsored these guys. They're all here having fun. And open up your wallets, sir. It's time for Olive Garden.
I think that's a Hemi. Chrysler Hemi. And a 32 Ford. Supercharged Hemi putting out about 700 or 800 horsepower. The car probably weighs about 2,000 pounds. I'd like to see that thing really go. Beautiful work on that car. Yeah, when I was a kid, listening to Beach Boys albums, and they'd always have like a 32 Ford on the cover of the album. That was the car to have. And this is the car to have now. A GT 500. Supercharged. I think it's 5.8 liter. Putting out 655 horsepower. And this one's brand new. They did it right when they picked the retro style of the old Mustangs. Because those were beautiful cars. So what you're getting is an older Mustang body style with all the good stuff in it. And new
Brand
electronics.
new, right?
Yes. Shelby GT 500.
What's the
Back then you get a
horsepower on this?
428 Cobra jet.
What's the horsepower on this again?
Putting out about 430 horse.
655.
And that was a big deal. Now
That's
they're
all?
putting 655
Yeah,
on.
I know. 5.8 liter, supercharged.
And 5.8.
Yep.
What is this selling for? I didn't see any stickers.
No.
The windows are down.
I believe it's like 68,000.
And this is the top of the line performance GT500.
Yes.
Awesome car. And Quirk is up here. It's a Ford dealership.
Well, we have Ford, Chevy, Chrysler,
Yeah, and the
Chevy
price on
too?
that was 68,000.
kind of representing them all today. Next to the Chevy store. He's not here right now.
This car here, they were raffling off. $25 a ticket. I don't know if it's an ACT car or a super late model.
All right, we're making those. Mr. Lawrence. Here for wifers. Mobile home.
Oh, what? Speedy's girls.
Speedy girls.
All right, guys, we're getting closer to the 5 o'clock hour. And the pit stop challenge will restart at 5 o'clock. So if you want to start making your way over to the far corner to the New Hampshire Motor Speedway booth, where we have the New Hampshire Motor Speedway NASCAR set up.
Somehow I forgot to get a ticket for that car. I'd sure like to have that. And this is Racing Electronics trailer and display. That's Sean Waddell, the owner. And he supplies radios to pretty much everybody in the Northeast New England area. You can get one-way radios, say where the tower communicates to you and you don't talk back. Or you can get the two-way radios that a lot of the crews have where they need spotters and stuff. Butler McMeister. They are up in Hollowell, Maine. They do the crate engines, and this is Johnny Clark's car. Pass car. Real beauty. More car. And what you hear in the background is the pit crew competition. There they are in action. Jacking it up, changing 4 tires, and then you get back to the wall and they all touch the wall, I believe that's it. Then they go around and check to make sure the lug nuts are all tight. If they're not, you get a penalty. And that gentleman there, I'm going to recommend him. When we toured Stuart Haas, they said they had an opening for a left rear tire changer, so he does have a future.
Look at these guys. They have a strategy coming in. Lug nuts going on. Little hands and big hands in there. I think this might be the team to beat. Grab that. Let the car down. Oh, there it is. They all touched the wall. But we left the air gun. Last rule on the penalties. Pit
Nice looking pro stocks there.
Seconds per piece. That's going to give them at least a 5-second penalty, but otherwise a perfect car. 1340. We're gonna take a quick moment
And
here and pause.
New England Mini Stock Tour.
We got
I
one
believe
left
that's
to
what
just
that
have
is.
check over. So Johnny Clark, Motorsports, start with your team ready.
Yeah, it works. There's no question about it, you know. You know, if you're somewhere where you're going to time trial all the time.
All right, so it looks like Clark's going to be a few
And we
minutes.
get
So we're
here
gonna have
two
Team EJP next.
Winston, no, Wheeling modified tour car. Shouldn't say Winston.
Well, we're here with Melissa Fifield.
It's Melissa
And
Fifield's
this
car.
is her beautiful car. Runs on the modified tour, right, Melissa?
Yes.
And is this your second year on the tour?
Yep, it'll be my second year on the tour.
And how's it going?
First year was exciting. Definitely dream come true. Learned a lot at the end of the season and really looking forward to next year.
Now, this is a Spasco chassis.
Yep.
And what did it take to? How was your first year? What kind of adjustment? What did you run 2 years ago?
I ran on the Modified Racing Series Tour the last 2 years. Basically, learning the schedule, overcoming pit stops, learning the new car. We ran Troyers before this, and it's our first year with Spatco.
And where did you start? Was it Sugar Hill?
Londonderry Raceway.
Londonderry Raceway. Well, great. Well, good luck to you, Melissa.
Thank you.
And we'll look forward to seeing your car on the modified tour, right?
Yep.
Do you have a schedule?
I do not have the tour schedule. This is our last year's schedule here.
All right. Well, we have the card here. And you got best appearing modified, right?
Yep.
Great. Okay.
Well, Melissa's doing what a lot of kids can only dream of doing. Running the modified tour. Here's Speedway 95's display. Just this here is, to me, was pretty much one of the best looking late models there. And this here is Lexi Roach's Volkswagen. And we interviewed her last year. We were going to do that this year, and we couldn't catch up with her when we went by. But we did talk to her earlier. And she had a good year. I think she won a feature, and she's looking to do better this year. She has a lot of sponsors, too. Look at that. We need a lot of sponsors like that. Speedway 95 up in Herman, Maine. That is quite a ride. Augusta was 150 miles north of Manchester, and this was another hour or two north of that.
Well, they're kind of a tattoo. They're not. It just transfers the picture onto the.
Here's the tattoo man that was tattooing all the little kids.
And it peels off your skin?
Yeah, you can just peel it right off. It rub right off. It's not actually putting ink on your skin. That cars, kids love the cars. They've all the Lightning McQueen are gone already.
Really?
So you're dealing with awesome. They picked them all out.
Where's Lexi?
Lexi, I think she's doing good.
The pit stop?
Yeah.
We'll catch her later.
We didn't get any tattoos, but we sure did get some candy. Free candy everywhere we went. Little jars of Musketeers and stuff. There's another Speedway 95. That's the thing. The cars are really nice. They haven't been out on the track yet. Got smashed up, so everyone wanted to take pictures of them. These here are some kind of outlaw cars. See, they have little side wings on the nose. I'd never seen that before. Outlaw Super Series.
Yes, Steve. He's been here all weekend, guys. All right, timer, are you ready? Wait. The Speedway Illustrated guy trying to throw a monkey wrench in there.
Richmond Karting Speedway.
Steve, he's just getting in your head, man. He's just getting
That's where a lot of the kids up there get their start racing go-karts. Kind of like Londonderry Speedway in New Hampshire, or quarter midget tracks. Start them off six years old. Here's the ACT Tour. Tom Curley's tour has been doing for about 30 years. And, Tom's still at it. They are paired up with the Pass Tour, and they're going to be running double shows. April 18th at Oxford is opening day. They're going to have twin 150s for the ACT Tour and the Pass Tour. And special guests up there that day will be our Wicked Cool Midget Series. Quality of these cars is just amazing. Here's the Speedway Illustrated display. That's one of the premier magazines in the New England area. There's Bentley's book, Wicked Fast. Speedway Illustrated. Another couple of books. And it's a magazine I'd recommend to everyone. We've been subscribing to it. And Bones Boursier, one of the really good writers in New England, writes for them. Carl Fredrickson is the publisher, editor.
We're selling racing suits. They're all custom-made suits, so they're made to fit your specifications. You can do as much or as little embroidery and design to the suit as you'd like.
So you have the one-piece and two-piece suits?
Yep, one-piece or two-piece option.
Nice looking suits.
Yeah, they're
great.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Steve, you lost like 3/4 of a second. We're going to get the trophy, so Speedway Illustrated.
And that was they embroider fire suits, that young lady. And this is Redline Engines. They rebuild, do engine work up in Maine. And this was an interesting display.
Is she a good kid? Yes. Okay.
This was the Wicked Good Vintage Racing Association. And these guys, compared to some of the other vintage racing associations, they get out there and they really race each other rather than parading around two abreast and making it look like it's a race. These guys go at it and slam banging around a little bit.
Tell us about it.
More than they probably should be.
What can I tell you?
Where do you race?
Race every racetrack in the state of Maine.
We saw you at Oxford last year.
Yep. Back there again twice this year.
Now, versus like the other vintage series, you guys really race, right?
Yes, we do.
That's great. We watched you at Oxford and we saw some slamming and banging, and it was a very exciting race.
Thank you. We have a good time.
And they're different kind of cars. Do you race different classes, or?
We've got 4 active divisions: early modifieds, early late models.
What is this one here?
This one is an outlaw. It's
And
the most open of the rules.
okay. And the yellow one is a what?
The yellow one is early modified.
Like 1950s?
Yeah, probably somewhere in that vintage. Another early modified.
One of these?
Used to watch cars like these at Londonderry Speedway when it used to be Manchester Motor Home
Prettiest one.
back in the
One of the fastest?
This is
late
a
50s.
new car that I haven't actually run with this club, but historically this car goes good.
What is it? An Oldsmobile?
78 Malibu.
Malibu, okay.
What's going on with this, the modified, the Napa car here? What's going on?
57 Chevy. I'll have to catch these guys this year.
Awesome.
They put on a good show.
All kinds of racing in store.
The Wicked Good Vintage Racing Association.
So this is a brand new car for you, and I can't lie, I've been watching it being built on Facebook. I love Facebook. I can stalk all you guys, and you don't even know.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people do, but Corey Morgan busted his butt on this car. He put a lot of work into it, and I mean, I couldn't be happier with the product.
Now, I saw it when it was started on Facebook. Of course, nobody knew it was yours. But Morgan did this in what, record time?
I think he did this one in about 2 weeks he worked on it. I mean,
Oh, this was a, they do wraps and lettering on cars. They'll wrap the whole car like we saw at Stuart Haas last month.
it's actually my road car. Did a Smoky Donut show a few days before we dropped it off to Corey. He stripped it all down, got it built, gave it back to us, we painted it, and it went right back to him for the final work. He did an amazing job.
Well, guys, if you're in Oxford area and you want to see
Big
some
block
good racing,
57 Chevy.
going back to Oxford and joining me with the rear-wheel drive boys this year. Congratulations.
Winterport Dragway. That's a 1/8 mile drag strip. This Cassett Speedway's display. I believe there's, these are late models. Not that one there, but the first one.
Oh, wait, yeah. You're not getting it.
There's another one. Nice color scheme. I'd hate to have to judge the best looking late model or super late model because they all look pretty nice.
Yeah, I actually got to go and watch half of that, and I couldn't believe the speed these guys handled through the corner. Like, I remember last year when they were here, we were talking about it, we got to witness it, and it was crazy. Yeah, we've actually been showing the video.
Lee Speedway's display, the show car that we see around. Shea Concrete 27. I believe Russ Wood drove that before. And there's a banner of the track champions from 2014. The 5 division track champs. That car's about 25 years old, but it looks like it could still go out and win. You see cars like that in the small block Super Series. Old big block cars. And they do well. And here's our display from the Wicked Cool Midgets. This is the one on the left there, the white 37. That's John Townsend's car, which he just bought from Bobby Seymour, and he'll be racing with the Wicked Cool Midgets this year. He was good enough to put his car on display for Friday nights, Saturday all day, and Sunday. It takes a lot to go there and sit there for 3 days and greet people.
Why not, right?
And this is Fast Racing.
Oh, that's what this is going in?
Machine shop. Engine builder. Here's a Ford. And last but not least, a couple of antique race cars. And I mean antique, from like 1910, 1903 or something. 1907 Renault. Must have raced over in Europe. State of the art then. 108 years old. Unreal. They have gas lights. Two-seater. There's a picture of another one. I'm watching a TV here. We're also trying to watch the Patriots game at the same time in between. Someone else had a TV going, so there was a big crowd around there. Wow, that was pretty good. And we want to thank Steve Perry for putting on shows like this and inviting everybody and getting everyone riled up to go for spring, middle of January. It really breaks the monotony of winter and gets people going, getting ready to go out and work on their race cars. Steve has another show in Portland, Maine in February, which we'll be at. Then coming up is Bobby Seymour's show in Marlborough, Mass, the Racers Expo, which is another one that has a lot of cars from southern New England, Massachusetts, and Connecticut, and New Hampshire. We'll be at that one also. He also has a media room where they do like they did last year. They had several drivers. They had promoters come in, a flagman from Seekonk or race director, and they interview them for about 20 minutes, half hour each. And we ended up taping about 15 interviews, which we ran for, God, who knows, a long time, for 2-3 months. So we'll be doing that this year. We'll be taping that, and you'll get to meet a lot of people. I understand Danny Drynan is going to be doing a seminar, an advanced seminar on race cars, roll centers, panhard bars. I mean, this is like something I'm really looking forward to going to. Drynan builds midgets, so he'll be explaining that to all the midget group, and there'll be other people there too. So that's it for this week, and we will catch up with you next week, and hopefully we'll have some more tape to show you, and maybe a little bit of in-car camera. So thanks for joining us. We'll see you all next week.